Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Jodian and today I will be teaching you how to use Google Forms. First, I'm going to start by opening my web browser. You can either sign into your Gmail account or you can just come over here, click on this. I'm just going to choose the account that I want to use. And then I click on the 9 waffles and you can go straight to Drive or you can go to your Gmail. Now I'm going to Drive. And I am going to come over here to the left hand side where you have this plus sign and new. And you're going to click on it. And then you have the options here. You scroll down to Google Forms. And if when you come here you don't see Google Forms, you can click on more and then it will pop up if you don't see it when you come here. Now I'm going to go over to this arrow beside Google Forms, and you can do it from scratch or you can do it from a template. Now I like to start mine from scratch, so I'm going to click on blank form. It will open up a new form for you. Now teachers, you can use Google Forms to do surveys, you can use it to do quizzes. If you just want to do a little pop-up quiz, yes, you can do it. Use Google Forms to do it. And if you want to do a test, you can use Google Forms to do it as well. So the first thing you would want to do is to come over here to the left-hand corner where you have untitled form, and you can give your form a name. Or you can say, okay, I'm going to name it here. So I'm just giving the form a name. Now I can just click over here, and you notice when I click over here, over to the left hand corner, the name that I type here appears over there. So now the form is renamed. Okay, now what you can do, you can just go ahead, click on settings. You want the form to collect email. Now under general, you can collect email. You can send a receipt to them, meaning after they answer the question, they will immediately get a receipt saying they have completed their test, right? If you want, you can select it for if respondents request it, or always. For me, I want them to always get their receipt. And you can also restrict this quiz to only users in the MOE school domain, right? And also, you don't want your students to be answering the quiz a whole heap of time. So what you would do is to click on limit to one response. So that way, when you set it to click on limit to one response, they can only respond to the quiz once, because their email will be recorded. So they can see summary chart and text responses, right? You select that, then you go back up, you click on presentation. Do you want to shuffle the questions? Do you want to show progress bar? Do you want to show link to submit another response? And I would suggest no. But you can show progress bar to let the students know how far they reach, or if you believe that they may cheat or something, you can shuffle the questions so that the students will not receive the questions in the same order. But if you number it, you may have a problem. So I'm just going to type a message here. Congrats. The students will see this message after they complete their quiz. Congrats. You have completed your quiz. Right. And then I am going to come over here to this section where you have quizzes, and you are going to click on it, make it a quiz. Now, when you click on make it a quiz, this quiz will be able to mark itself, okay? You can scroll down and choose when the grades will be released. If you want it to be released immediately after each submission, so as the child finish the quiz, they will get their grade. Or if you want to do it later after manual review, say you give a short answer question and you want to look over it to see what the child did, you can click on this to release the scores later. Now down here, you want them to see the questions that they missed, and you also want them to see the points, the value, but you don't want them to see correct answer, so you click off that, okay? And when you are finished, everything is okay, set as how you want it, you click on save. All right, so now you can insert sections. So the first thing I am going to do here, I just want my students to write their full name. Full name. And immediately it appears over here to show short answer, because they will be typing their names right here. And you come down here where you see required to make this a required question, meaning they cannot skip over it. They will have to answer it before they can move on. All right. Now, over here, you have the plus sign. This little plus sign here, you can use it to add your questions. Here, you have import questions. If you have questions stored somewhere, you can import them into this file. This, if you want to add title or description, you can insert it. If you want to add image to your questions, you can do so. If you want to add a video, you can do that. And if you want to put them in sections, you can do that as well. I will be showing you how to do all that today. Now, up here where you see this little paint wheel, you can customize your theme. Okay, now I had made a theme using Canva, right? So I'm going to show you how to upload that. Here we go. I am going to change my font style because you know I teach younger children and I would like for it to be playful. So if you notice, when I click that, immediately the font style change over here. Now I'm not going to choose any color. I'm just going to go straight to choosing image header. You can choose any image from here, any image you want to use from here to become your header. I'm just going to show you just a quick example. You click on the image you want, then you click insert, and the image will appear at the top up here. Just going to click off this a little, and that is how it would look. Now that's not what I want, so I'm definitely going to come back here, remove that, and I am going to click on upload. All right, click on browse, and if you know exactly where the images that you are going to use, you can just drag and drop it as well. I'm looking for my mentor folder, images and titles. is not the header I want. Hold on, I'm going to look for the header and come back. So here I am. This is the header that I created for this. So I'm just going to click on it and click open, and it will appear here. I'm not going to wait until it loads. I'm just going to click on done. If you notice, it is loading over here and it will appear right there. Don't know why it is taking longer than usual. All right, I'm just going to try it again. So here I am, I'm going to try upload the image again. I'm going to scroll down, double click on it, click on done. And there is the image, and if you notice the theme, the colors change with the image as well. Okay, so now I am going to add a question. I'm going to click on the plus sign to add a question. You can type your question here. Say for example you want it to be like this. Okay. In the picture is the, and you just put a line and then a full stop. Now you want to put an image here, so you click on image. You can either do Google search or you can upload it from your drive. Now I'm just going to show you how to upload it. You can choose any one of these. I'm just going to show you how to upload it from your desktop. I want the picture to be a picture of the lungs. Click on it, click on open, picture loads, and it appears right here. Now, if the picture is too big, you can always click on it and resize it. Okay, can always resize that picture. All right, so now you can put in your options. All right, so I'm going to have heart for my first option. For my second option, I'm going to put lungs. Third option, brain. All right, so these are my options. Now I am going to come down here because remember we said that we want the quiz to mark itself. So I'm going to click on answer key. Now this here allows me to choose my answer. We know that the correct answer is lungs, so I'm just going to click on lungs, and I'm going to go back up here. How many points? 1 point, because it is a simple question, right? And then I am going to click on done. And there you have it. That is number 1. Okay. Now, if you want to view it to see, before we go to view, make sure you come down here and select required, meaning they have to answer that question before they can move on. If you want to preview it to see how it looks, you can just click on this eye up here. And this is what you will see. So this is question 1. And you notice even though we selected the answer, it is not showing in this preview. So this is what your students will see. Now to continue edit, you can just go back. Now let's do another question. All right, So I am just going to come here, click the plus sign, and I'm going to type another question. Put in my question mark. This time I am not going to put any picture here, right? And you can come right here before I put in the options here to select what type of question you want. If you want it to be short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, checkbox, drop down, arrow, file upload, if you want them to upload a file, linear, whatever you want it to be. If you want multiple checkbox, multiple choice, date, time, anything you want it to be, you can choose it. I'm working with multiple choice for this one, so I'm just going to upload 3 pictures using Google search this time. So I click on Google search image and I am going to type in what I want and click enter, right? And there I have a girl skipping. Click on it and it will load here. So that will be my option for number 1, and I am going to add another option. Click on the picture icon because I want all 3 options to be pictures, right? Type that in, click on enter. Alright, so there we have a girl running, so you can just click on that if you want, if that's the one you want to insert, and then you click on insert. Alright, and it will load here. Now I'm going for my 3rd option. Okay, so I'm just going to click the picture icon again, come back right here, and this time I'm gonna put girl walking. Click on enter, and here we have a few options. I need one where the girl is literally walking. Alright, so we can use this one. Click on insert. Now it's the same procedure. Which of the following shows an activity that would make your heartbeats slower? So I'm going to answer key to select my answers, and the answer would be option 3. So I click on that, and then I am going to add a point to it, 1 point, and then I click on done. All right, and I'm coming back down here to ensure I make the question a required question. All right, now if you want to duplicate the question, you can click on this to duplicate it. Now we have 2 of the questions, and you can always edit. If you want to delete the question, you click on this here for delete, right? And for example, you have this question here and that one. You want to move this one to the top. Where you see these little 6 dots, you just come here and left click, hold it and drag it and drop it wherever you want it. And you can do the same for all the other questions. Now I'm just going to click on this, and then I'm going to click on insert another question. This time I'm going to change the question to drop down. All right, so I'm just going to type my question in here. Okay, adding the image here. I'm just going to take it from the desktop. Go to my file. Just going to scroll down and look for my stethoscope, click on it. It will load right here, and like I said, you can always resize it. And if you don't like this image, you can come here to the three dots, you can remove it, you can change it, you can add a caption to it, you can align it to left, center, right, whatever you want to do with it there. Click off when you are finished, and then I am just going to quickly put in the options right here. So I'm just putting in the options for these, and then I'm going to come down here. Let me scroll up a bit to answer key to select my answer, and back down here, select your answer, and the 1 point is already there. So you click on done, and you come right here to make it a required question again so that they won't skip over it. I'm just going to go on preview for you to see what the question will look like. Click on the eye, scroll down, and this is what your students will see, and then they will click on the drop down arrow and select the correct option. Okay. All right, I'm just going to go back. You can click on that to continue editing. And then you just scroll, go back down to the bottom, click, and you add your questions and continue. Here I have this question, and it says multiple choice, but I no longer want it to be a multiple choice. I'm going to click on this drop down arrow here, click on checkbox because I want it to be a checkbox question, and then I'm just going to type in my option. And when I am finished, it's the same procedure. I come to answer key again to select my answer so that my quiz will be able to mark itself. Put in the points, click on done, and then required. And now it is a checkbox question. All right. So they will have to click in the box to check their answer, to select their answer. All right, so I'm just going to insert another question right there. I'm just going to select my answer, and then I click on the points, click on done, required, and we are good to go. All right, let's do a short answer question this time. Come over here, click short answer, and the question will be I'm just going to do it blank. Let me put our body. Now here, if you want, you can put in the answer to your question there. Okay, click on answer key, and then you just type the answer to the question here. So when you type the answer, your student will not be able to see it, but when they put in their answer, the quiz will mark it. All right, and then you can put mark all other answers incorrect. Okay, and you click on done, and you are good to go after you click on required. All right, so after you have typed the question, you say to yourself, all right, this option, I don't want it to be here. Over here where you see those dots, the 6 waffles, you can click on it and just say, hold on, click on it, that's left click, drag it and drop it there, and you can always switch it up anyhow you want it. Okay, and you're good to go. Alright, so I'm just going to show you how to insert a section. So right here it says add section. You click on it and the section appears here. You notice it says section 2. You can name anything. You can give the section a title, or you can put the instruction there up where you see title is, or you can just put it in the box down there. Okay, so let me just put my body here, my body, and then I'm going to put a little description. Answer all questions. All right, and that's it. And you notice you have a little box here, so it says continue to next session. After section 1, continue to next session. You want, you can just come here and click on it to say go to section 2, my body. So after the students finish putting in their names and email address, they would go to section 2. Let me just give you a quick preview of that to show you what it would look like. Right, so after they put in their name here and email address, they will have to click on next in order to go to section 2. Okay, just gonna go back. Yep, so that's it. I'm going to continue adding questions, and then I am going to show you what it looks like when I am through. All right, so hold on, before I continue, I just want to put all the checkbox question, the drop down arrow box questions together. So I'm just going to drag it, pull it all the way down, and I put it there, and I'm just going to insert another section. No, I'm going to do section this time. Let's put instruction. So I'm just going to come here, add title. It went to the wrong place. I can just click and drag and drop, and I'm going to put drop down. Oops. And I'm going to put the instruction. There it is. I have click on the arrow to select the correct answer, and this is what it would look like. Now, after you are finished with all your questions, you can check to see how many you have there. Well, because I allotted 1 point each to the questions, I have 13 points. So I know that I have 13 questions in all, right? Now you want to send it. You can come here, click on send. You can share via email with your student or with another teacher, or you can get the link. You can just copy and paste it. Do whatever you want to do with it. Now I'm just going to close this for a little bit, and I'm just going on preview so that you are able to see the quiz. So this is what it would look like to the students. All right, so I will have to go through it for you to get the full view of it. Just give me a second. I am in my Google Drive. What I'm going to do is to schedule it in the classroom. And this is a class I want to schedule it for. So I'm just going to go here to classwork, and then I'm going to create quiz assignment. I'm going to put in the title. No, title goes right here. Integrated Studies quiz. Let me put that capital I. You can give them an instruction if you want. Down here now you can attach or create, but because we already have the document that we created, I'm just going to close off this. I'm going to come here where you see the paperclip sign and click on it, and the file is in my Google Drive, so I'm going to Google Drive. It's loading. Right, so I believe this is the one I have been working on, but just let me be sure. That's not it. I'm just trying to ensure that I have the right one. This is it. So I just click on it, and if you notice, it appears here. Now, if after the students do the quiz, they want the grades to import to Google Classroom, then you will let this remain as it is. You can choose a due date. All right, let's say it will due later on today. I'm going to put a time. I'm going to put 3 o'clock there. So I put 3 p.m. So that's when it will be due. Now I'm going to come up here, click on schedule, and I'm going to change the date here, and I'm going to put it to today as well. Now what makes the difference is the time. So I'm going to schedule this for it to release to them at 2:30. So they will not get this test until 2:30. Schedule when I am finished. All right, so here it is. You're seeing the quiz right here, and if you want to make any changes to it, you can always come back here and edit it from right here. Just click on this little pencil. You can edit it and do whatever you wish to do any changes at all, you can make those changes from here. Now I am just going to show you what your students will see when the quiz is released to them. So when you release the quiz to your students by email, they will get that email. They just click on it, click on the link, and the link will take them straight to the quiz. Now I'm just going to enter my name. Your students will know my email first. The options come up, but for your students, they will have to type in their email and their full name, but I'm just going to put that there, and then click on next. It will take them to this section. I'm just going to skip straight through it so that you guys can get the point. Alright, now this is the checkbox question, so they can just click and go through after they finish read. I just want you guys to get an idea of what can be done here. Now here they can type their answer here. I'm just going to select for select sake. Just going to select. Now we're at the drop down box section. They will have to click on this arrow, choose their answer, scroll down, choose answer again, choose answer. Anyone? Is anyone not? No. All the answers that I am selecting, they are not correct, but I just want to give you an understanding, a view of what the children will see. After they're finished, they click on submit, and right away they can view their score. So here it is, showing me that I got 10 out of 13, right? And then it will show me what all the questions and what I select for the answers, right? What I got right and what I got wrong. So this is what my students will see when they do the quiz. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the teacher view and show you what the teacher will see. All right, so this here is what the teacher will see. If you notice that there's a 1 beside responses, so it shows you how many persons respond. So you can click on it, right? And it will show you the questions. As soon as the answers come in, it will show you the questions. Just hold on there, show you all the questions, show you how many persons got it right, how many persons got it wrong. So you can analyze, you can go through and say, okay, I need to work on this question, or gives out the student some more content. Because if you look at this, there's a wrong answer. It will show you how many persons got it right, how many persons got it wrong, which answer they select, and so on, right? And you can have all that there to view. Now if you want to look at individual student score, you can come here, click on individual, and it will go down, show you everything that the students answered. And there it is. You will see what each individual student get right and what they got wrong. Alright, so now these 4 waffle 3, if you want to print the responses, you can print it, or if you want to delete, you can delete, or if you want to change the destination, you can also do so, and if you want to download it, you can download it. So this is what you as the teacher will see. So thank you for watching, guys, and this is just a preview as to what, just a little piece of what you can do with Google Forms in your classroom. And I forget to tell you that as you make any changes to your Google Form, it will save automatically. When you insert a question, it will save automatically. You don't have to save it. If the computer shut down while you're working on it, you don't have to worry that, oh my, I lost my work. No, it will be there because all of this is in the cloud, so it saves automatically. Thank you again for watching.